All right. All right. All right. All right. We're all set up. Today I'm going to talk about something really cool. Joe Passion Unchained as usual. So one of the things that I've noticed a lot when I ask people why they aren't following their passions, they say it's because it doesn't feel right. I'm waiting for it to feel right. Or sometimes they word it like I'm waiting to be in alignment, or I'm waiting for, that's another word that they use, but it's either I want it to feel right or it doesn't feel right, or I'm waiting to be in alignment, right? And this has to do with this new age idea that things have to feel right, and that the purpose of the things you do is to make you feel good, and you should come from, okay, so I like coming from a place of abundance, but what they mean when they say I need to come from a place of abundance is you're not allowed to do things because you want something that you don't have. Because if you admit that you don't have it, then you feed into it. And it's this idea that what you feel creates your reality rather than the other way around. And I'm not gonna lie, that is true to a large extent, especially when you're talking about how your beliefs about what you deserve are self-fulfilling prophecies. So it's not wrong, but here it's used as an excuse not to take action, an excuse not to follow your goals, because if you follow your goals from a place of want, that means that you're giving in to the fact that you don't have it right now. And if you give in to the fact that you don't have it right now, then you're pushing away a reality of you having it. And I just want to say, that's fucking bullshit. I said it, that's fucking bullshit. I love the idea of living from a place of abundance. I love the idea of having a goal and having an end result, which you can and will get to, where you have the things you want, where you're happy with it, where you don't need to want it because you have it. But if you're in a place where you look around you and objectively you don't have it, you can't pretend like you do, and you can't decide that I'm not going to work for it because I'm going to wait until it comes to me, right? You need to take action in order to bring it into existence. So I'm going to tell you about why you need to take action even though it doesn't feel right. I fell into this trap a lot myself, so I understand how easy it is and why I hear it so much. There are some times where I'm like, well, I want to make crafts and make my living from crafts, but it doesn't feel right. Or I want to put my all into this job that I really don't like because I need to make some money right now, but it just doesn't feel right. I need to do this but it doesn't feel right. I need to do X, but it doesn't feel right. And I've sacrificed years of my existence. I guess not really sacrificed, because in those years I learned how important it is to go through with something even though it doesn't feel right. So it wasn't completely sacrificed because I learned from my mistakes, but if I went through with it and kept taking action, even though it didn't feel right the whole time, I would be a lot further right now. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this trap, and then I'm going to tell you another way to think about things that solves this, makes it instantly productive, and makes it clear the path to take and how to stick with things even though things don't feel right, and what instead to follow, not whether it feels right, but whether it's a decision you've made, an educated decision about where you want to go. And I'll talk about that. So the trap is waiting until it feels right. And like I said, it's seductive. It makes sense when you take into account a lot of the new age success stuff that people hear nowadays. Even if they're not said in new age contexts, it's very common, especially with women. Women, I find, think about alignment a lot. They're like, oh, I need to be aligned. I need to be spiritually aligned. It needs to be what my heart tells me. And for guys, it's more of a fear of failure thing. It's more of it doesn't feel right, and I don't really know if that's where I want to go. I don't really know if that's the end goal that I want to put my all into, right? But I talked about this in other videos. I have the whole section of videos called the Craftsman's Code, and my cousin had given me this book called So Good They Can't Ignore You. And I read it, and it flipped my idea of how to approach life on its head, which I'm very grateful for. And the idea is people say, oh, follow your passion, follow your bliss, follow this, follow that, and just find what your heart wants and follow it. And there's a lot of truth to making a goal to following a path where the end goal is something that is intrinsically and immensely pleasurable to you. Like you want the light at the end of the tunnel to be something you're excited for, that is amazing, that is something you're excited. So for me, it is making at least $10,000 a month, traveling and doing photography for large events, right? That's my current end of goal for the end of the tunnel, and then I'll achieve that and then grow it. I have some ideas of what my goal will be after that, and I'm excited for that. But right now, my current goal is that, right? And I'm excited for that. That makes me really happy. I love traveling. I love taking photos, and I'm really excited to start paying off debts and get a huge emergency fund and feel comfortable and safe and be ahead of my expenses for 3 months, etc. So all that will happen as I get closer to this goal and as I achieve this goal, right? So I'm very clear about my end goal, and that end goal brings me a lot of excitement and joy, right? So there's a lot of truth to your end goal being something that brings you excitement and joy. But on the path, we have to go through moments that will be challenging, and we have to go through moments that will test whether we want to do it or not, or test how much we want the goal or not, which gives more importance to how much we want the goal, to creating a goal that we really want, because the path to it is not going to be sunshine and rainbows the whole time. The path to it is going to be challenging. You have to really want the goal, right? Doing photography for me right now, my main bottleneck is I'm not getting enough clients. And that's just because I'm new and haven't put myself out there as much. So I have to continuously put out content to help people see, hey, this guy does event photography. Hey, this guy has some good photos. Hey, if you have an event that you want a photographer for, contact me. And I have to put myself in people's minds, and that's the grind I'm doing right now. Now, that will change. Like maybe at one point, the bottleneck is I need to up my prices, or maybe at one point the bottleneck is I need to only work with a certain type of client, or only work for a certain type of event, so that I can focus and build that. You know, the bottleneck will change, but right now the grind is, how do I get people to know that I do event photography and to trust me enough to give me their event budget and use me for their photographer? How do I do that? That's my grind right now. Is it fun? Yeah, but is it fun all the time? No. Sometimes I don't want to do any advertisement. Sometimes I don't want to reach out to other event photographers and humble myself and be like, yo, I'll be your assistant for my day rate. It's like, I don't want to do that. But I know that I will be giving my future self exactly what my future self needs to get the goal by sacrificing a little bit now. Will I have to sacrifice forever? No, I just have to sacrifice right now for the future. That does not mean, like, if I was like, oh, everything has to feel right. Well, it's like, I don't want to humble myself and be a fucking assistant. I don't want to do that. I mean, honestly, the day comes when I'm an assistant, it's going to be fun and I'm still going to be making money. So I'll probably enjoy it. But like, do I want to humble myself? No, I want the whole event budget. I want to shoot an event and keep all the money because I've shot the event. The issue is that I'm not getting clients on a consistent basis because I'm new and still working on how to target the right people and put the right content out. So while I don't have enough clients to fill up my schedule, I need to be doing something. And this is the next best thing, is assist for somebody else who can get me connected and can get me in a good position to get in front of more clients and get more work and be more known in the event photography community. So it's not going to feel right the whole time. There are going to be a lot of moments, especially when you're starting out, and even when you're established, there are going to be a lot of moments where you're doing things you don't want to do. So the other mindset that I like is the craftsman's mindset, right? There's the idea that, okay, I just want my passion to give me excitement. Like, I'm relying on my passion to make my life exciting. But what if you say, I'm going to put work in right now. I'm going to work on my passion. I'm going to be a craftsman and practice my craft. Whatever your craft is, if it's something artistic or even if it's sales, like sales is a craft, or even if you're an usher for concerts, like that's a craft. You get better and better at doing that, and you will be more more valuable to your company or to other companies, and you can get a bigger paycheck, you can get more bonuses, you can negotiate better, you can find a better job at another concert hall or something. Whatever your craft is the thing that you do, the thing that you've decided to work on right now, the thing that you've decided to fill most of your life with. That is your craft. And if you think of it as a craft, that means that you're a craftsman, and that means that you're going to get better and better every single day. Even if you don't like it, it's what you do. You're a professional, and you put your effort into it, and you get paid in you being more valuable and other people giving you more and better opportunities because of that. So this whole idea of everything needs to feel right first and then I'm going to take action, it's like the guy on the couch who goes out and gets Cheetos and ice cream and just plays video games and buys a bunch of lottery tickets with his Social Security checks, right? He's just waiting. He's just waiting for the right shit to happen, and he's not building any skills. He's not making himself useful. He's not making himself better or building any sort of investment into his own life. He's just like, well, someday these lottery tickets are going to pay off, ignoring the fact that he could have just taken the money from his Social Security checks, got some courses or bought a camera or done something to get some kind of skill, and he would have made much more than the money that one scratch ticket may give him in the future. And he would respect himself a lot more. So go ahead, put effort and energy into your life, put investment into your life, even if you feel like it means you're admitting to wanting something. That's a good thing. If you admit to the fact that, hey, I'm here and I want to be here, if you admit to that, then you can take responsibility for making that happen. If you are just waiting for things to feel right, then you're waiting for the external world. You're putting your control out of your hands. Your control is in the world, and you have no idea how the world is going to treat you. It might treat you well. It might give you all the luck that you want. It might do the complete opposite. But more often than not, it's going to throw just random shit at you. And that's what the world is. The world is random. The world is good and bad things. And it's your job to shape that. Like if you're creating a garden, if you're planting a garden in your backyard, there's going to be helpful worms that fertilize the soil and keep the pests away. There's also going to be aphids and weeds. And it's your job to cultivate a good environment for the worms and the good bugs that help your plants grow, and weed out the weeds and take out the pests and make sure that they don't bug your plants. It's your job. The world throws the weeds and the pests at you, as well as it throws the fertilizer and the good soil and the good sun and all that jazz and the good bugs. It's going to throw all of that at your garden. If you're the cultivator of your garden, it's your job to cultivate it. It's your job to take advantage of the good things life throws you, to put yourself in a position to get even more, and to insulate yourself against the effects of the weeds that life throws at you, because it's going to throw all of that at you. So go ahead, work on your craft, do things even though they are not feeling right now, and take action. I want you to let me know in the comments below, what action did you take? What action did this video inspire you to do? And I want you to do something today, because it's important to show yourself action is important right now. I can't just wait until my feelings are in alignment, or I can't just wait till everything feels right. I'm not going to be a freeloader of my passion. I'm going to make my passion happen. I'm going to take responsibility for it, because nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to give it to you. There are 0 people coming to give it to you. You might get lucky, but you probably won't. And even if you do get lucky, you won't know how to take advantage of it, and you won't be able to take advantage of that luck and keep that luck going. You'll be right back where you started in a week. So go ahead, be a craftsman, invest in yourself, and make your dreams happen. I have a bunch of links in the description below, affiliate links. If you want to buy any of those things, use the Whoop strap that I have to help track your sleep or something. All of those are at 0 cost to you and give me a benefit, a little commission, so I can put more effort and energy into this. So please go ahead, if you like any of those products that I have in the description below. There's all the content stuff I use, all the equipment, everything that you see, the lights, the camera stuff that you don't see, the lens, the shock mount, and everything, like even my backup drives. All of that stuff I have in an Amazon link that you can buy yourself if you like the quality of this and want to use it for yourself. also the Whoop strap I use to track my sleep and work on my health. That gives you a free month. It's just $30 per month, but the first month is free if you use my link in the description below, and I get a free month if you do. So that's that. Subscribe if you like it. Don't if you don't. Like this video if it helped you at all, and share with a friend if it helped you and you think it'll help them. Cheers.